Good morning, Ronnie H.
I beat you. I beat you. I beat you.
Beat me to what?
No, you usually say, "Good morning, Ronnie." Ronnie ate. So I decided that I was going to take the charge and say
And
good morning first.
and God would not have any of that because you were muted for a second and nobody heard it.
Oh, well, all right.
Again.
Boiled again.
So, tickle trigger of fate.
A little bit. Well, happy Friday Eve finally. Good morning, Ron.
Oh, yeah, Thursday. It's
Just want to welcome everybody to the RELL. It is 6/5/2025. The weather is getting nicer, raining less here in Tennessee.
it's
And
supposed to rain today in Buffalo.
we are just letting everybody know my wife and I will be in Buffalo next month. So me and Ron, I'm going to get him to do a whole day of making money, making money, making money,
I
making
will
money,
try
making
to make
money.
money,
And
money,
I'm
money,
gonna
money.
I'm gonna bring a camera stand so I could set it up and we
Uh,
can both get the work going. Maybe do a
well,
little.
yeah, yeah.
How are scrapping prices? Is it worth doing some scrapping?
Scrapping right now is terrible and it's going to get worse.
What if we just go out and scrap for gold?
Good.
Okay.
Find it.
Oh, dude, I bet we could probably get a lot of watches if we started panning for gold and metal at cricks. Because I bet you there's a lot of inside the cricks and everything, and nobody's just
Maybe
looking.
I would get some of that creek.
What's that?
Maybe.
Maybe. I might.
I don't think there's too much gold here. And
I hear there's gold up in America. Hey, let's give our thanks to our Lord and Savior, Jesus. Today's verse of the day is from Chronicles 16, verse 11. Verse Chronicles. Look to the Lord and his strength, seek his face always. Trust in the Lord.
yes,
Seek his face always. Is that like if you one up a sinner, you could be like, in your face.
I don't think that's where it was going.
Amen, Ronnie boy. Preach it.
Preach it, Ronnie. Preach it. I can feel it coming. Here it
Yeah, I
comes.
don't think it was going there. I think you gotta seek out the Lord in the Word. You will see His face shine upon you. Yeah.
Well, I think it's unfortunate kind of starting off the show on a sad note today. Hooters closed over 30 restaurants.
Ah,
It's a very sad day in the history of the United States when a Hooters
terrible,
closes. It's terrible.
terrible.
Where,
That's terrible.
where else am I going to go to get those world famous wings? They always have like the largest wings too. You can hold in both hands like that.
So unemployed jug.
Unemployed jugs. Ooh, what does an unemployed jug do after Hooters? They could become strippers, but these girls have class. I don't think they want to. Not that it's unclass to
Have
be a
class.
stripper. I'm all for supporting the arts.
Well, I want them to call me when they have no class.
Call Ronnie Boy when they have no class. So
Well, Yeah, I mean, there's always there's always I guess they could go into modeling, but not too much. I mean, other waitressing jobs. Yeah, that's surprising that that franchise is closing.
I, I'm very surprised. They must not be hiring the right women.
Well, what's that to say about the men in this country?
Oh, you
Come
know,
on,
but it's like
really? I mean,
less endowed women protesting.
no,
Yeah, men, step
you
up.
know, I mean, I'm married and all, but
Step up, men.
so
We're not talking about even though that's probably the best place for
step
married
up,
women.
you single men. I guess this. Well, it
Support.
is. I mean, I don't know.
I'm thinking
Men,
we.
I, I don't know. Maybe it's a pride thing.
No, it's a sad day, sad day, sad
A
day.
very sad day. Very sad day. Where are them? You know, and they got good wings. You know, good food usually at them restaurants. And I mean, with the women there, you got something nice to look at. I mean, it's not you can't. Uh, I mean, I guess you don't. It's not a family place.
No, it's for a guy's night out, definitely. If you take your wife to Hooters
Yeah,
with you,
I
you're an
mean,
idiot.
well, you take your wife to Hooters, you know,
If
and
she
she
can,
ends up getting a job there, then that's all right.
I don't know if I'd want my wife working at a place where
I don't
men,
want my wife working there. I mean,
you
all
just think it
these.
would be all right. You just said it would be all right if your wife got
I mean,
hired.
it would be okay, but not really. I don't know.
No,
It'd be okay for your ego.
it'd be okay for my ego if my
Well,
wife
that's what I
had
meant.
Hooters.
I mean, you self, you chauvinistic, egg freaking ego, I guess. All right, forgive me.
Nice. All right, so
I love my wife anyway, and I don't want to see my wife working there. She's the mother of my kids.
that's right. See, now you're talking like a responsible husband.
Right,
We don't want our wives working there unless they're cooking in the kitchen and they're bringing us wings home for free after the shift ends.
right. Now that's a different. Well, that's a whole different. You know,
then
maybe we can talk about that tomorrow, boys.
then then it's okay to lie to your friends. Where's your wife work? Ah, she works at Hooters. Yeah, I'm not saying she's a cook.
Right, right, right. Oh, really, man? Oh, wow, cool.
Hey, so Trump signed a proclamation yesterday, banning 12 countries from coming to America.
Really?
Yeah, the countries are Afghanistan, Maynard, if I didn't pronounce that right, Chad, Congo, New Guinea, Haiti, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and Yemen. It's crazy. It's like all the Muslims. Yeah, you're gonna see that. They're gonna say, "Oh, Trump is doing a Muslim ban." That's what they're gonna call that one.
Yeah. Oh,
Trump he's the Muslim ban. He hates Muslim. He doesn't like when
yeah,
people come
they're
here.
burning their flag. I guess, That's whatever.
Trump doesn't like when people from the Middle East come here and kill Americans. He's against that.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
I hate Trump. He's banning them.
the only thing I say about Trump is he needs to set a set tariff on China. Stop fluctuating the tariffs.
Well, it's a
Because
tactic.
it's starting to look like he's indecisive. He's got to be more decisive on these tariffs.
Well,
Either
he just doubled down on the steel and aluminum tax.
you gotta set a tariff, and that's it, and go with it.
Well, that's not how it works.
Don't keep, don't keep lifting the ban and then going back to a different tariff. And you got to set. I mean, honestly, I'd sit down with China and say, look, we're both gonna benefit from us getting along. So why don't we set a 15% tariff across the board? Bing, done. It benefits you guys. It'll benefit us.
Well, it's not just the tariffs, and China doesn't. Ron, China doesn't play fair. They've never played fair. They
No,
won't play fair. Here, mind you, they're griping about the 50% tariff that Trump put on steel and aluminum. Now, and people are all like, "Oh, that's not fair to China because they can't put their stuff out." Meanwhile, just 2 days ago, some Chinese people smuggled some fungi
I'll
in
have
there
it.
that could kill all of our
Our green
our
crop.
our crops, and that's how China is. China knows that they can't compete with us evenly, equally, 15% tariffs on everything. So what they're trying to do is, since Biden opened that border up, they've been sending in freaking spies and people that are going to disrupt our stuff here, dude. Watch and see.
Well, they are. I mean, and it's
The
like,
stupid people trust the wrong people.
yeah, I
And
guess.
Trump ain't stupid, but you can't say, oh, that's the problem. People are like, oh, we're hurting China, after they just freaking killed, a million people with the drugs coming over the border. Yeah, let's feel sorry for them.
China doesn't give a fuck. Okay,
China doesn't
China
give a
doesn't
fuck at
care.
all.
They don't care
China
because
says
China's got Vietnam. They got freaking North Korea. They got freaking
Russia now.
Russia in his fucking pocket. Okay,
Yeah, but those
so
countries don't
like,
consume like we do. Mm-mm.
but
And that's
you
our
know,
Trump card. They need us
well,
to buy everything, and that's what it's
see,
been.
boycott
It's
it.
been going their way for so long, and American politicians getting filthy, stinking
And
rich off of it.
then the American people need to wake the fuck up and start making our own shit. So
Well,
we
that's
don't get
that's what Trump's doing. We voted for Trump,
then
and
we
that's what
need
he's
to get
doing.
then we need to get skipping, dude, and start doing it.
Hypothetical: can you imagine? Say we go into a war with China, and we depend on them for all our prescriptions, all our steel, all our aluminum. You
Well,
think they're
that's
do
stupid.
you think they're going to give it to us during a war?
No, they're not.
See, only America is that
You don't
stupid.
start a fucking war with them.
Well, I don't know if we're off. I don't know if we. I think we might be past the point of no return.
No, we're
With,
not.
I think
No,
so, man.
no, we're
Because
not. We just got to cool our jets with these tariffs and
no,
just
the tariffs
get
are
an agreement that they both are gonna fucking. But
no.
you gotta tell China, listen. You either cooperate or it's like you gotta cooperate.
I know, but
We all gotta live here in the. We gotta get along.
I swear it's like I'm debating CNN right now. CNN they'll tell you up ways and this ways till Friday how you have to be fair with China. And then China sends over fungi that's going to kill your crops. How you got
I
to be fair to
understand that.
China. And then China like manipulates their market with tons of printed money and then lowballs everybody because China doesn't play fair at all. If it was up to me,
Doesn't play fair.
if it was up to me, I would say screw it. Let's look for somebody else to make the stuff.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
You know, and with the borders being wide open for all those years, who knows what they've got going on in this country? There could be nuclear bombs on every corner just getting ready to blow up.
I wouldn't put it past them, dude.
They've been building them in Chinese restaurants in the basements for like
I
the last
wouldn't.
20 years.
I wouldn't put it past them.
I know. So you can't be sympathetic to China, Ron. You can't. They're backstabbing. I want to take over the world kind of evil villains.
Well, they don't care about life.
I
They
know,
don't.
and it's odd that you care about them and they don't give a shit about you. So like if I was to come over to your house and plop a big old steaming hot dump on your table, would you make me a cup of coffee?
No.
Exactly. And that's what China is. You know, you go to China comes to your house, they sit on your table, they break your windows, and then Biden offers them a cup of coffee.
Well, Biden's a retard.
Well, I think I don't know if it's retardation or just dementia, but it's definitely something. Speaking of, like Trump wants to investigate about the last couple of months in office where they don't think it was Biden that was signing everything, that they bad people that were in charge were just like signing everything and going off and getting what they can.
Rubber stamping.
I
It's
say, I
called
say,
rubber
yeah,
stamping.
I say that's done. They got it. They got over. Leave it behind us. Move on so that it can't happen again.
Well, we'll see how it goes.
Oh,
Yeah,
definitely.
we'll
Hey,
see how it goes.
so I guess they got these long switching topics. You know the four, or actually, you know, that what's her name? Secretary Corinne Jean Pierre. You remember she was this press secretary for Biden. She was a pretty attractive black girl that would
Yeah,
do the press conferences.
yeah.
She said she's no longer a Democrat. I think she's missing the spotlight.
Well, I think she's jumping train.
I wonder because you know what? When she was in front of that spotlight, she got all the attention, and then once she was axed, nothing. She gets nothing at all. So now, what's the best way to get into the spotlight? Say, oh, you know what? I'm not a Democrat anymore. I'm going to be a Republican. Come out and say, I want her to bow to Trump. I want her to come out and bow to Trump
No, you can't say
and,
about it.
and say, yes, President Trump, you were right and Biden was wrong.
I bow to Jesus. That's all I bow to. I don't bow to anyone.
Well, not you. I said her.
Neither should anyone else.
Uh, Hey, so here's some Rock Band Heart. They offer a reward for irreplaceable instruments stolen from the venue. Yeah, I think which is the heavier one, Nancy or Ann?
Nancy.
So I guess someone stole her cookery, her utensils,
Yeah.
her forks, and her special
Well,
knives and forks.
what the fuck are you looking in my drawers for?
No, someone stole their guitars. I was kind of making a fat joke there, and it didn't stick. Who stole my fork? Who stole my spoon? That's my special spoon for after
I
the show.
do.
So there's a reward. It doesn't say how much, but one's a 1950 freaking Ibanez or a Gibson EM50 mandolin, and one was a handcrafted, especially for Nancy Wilson, baritone Telecaster. So these are from the guitars
Yeah,
from the 60s. They're like 25 years old.
the
So
EM50 urban assault vehicle.
they stole them out of New Jersey, of course.
You screw this one up, and you'll be in a weather station in Alaska. The EM50 project.
Oh. So boy, not a lot of things on. So the Edmonton Oilers played their first game against
Yes.
the Florida Panthers, and it went to overtime.
Well, they were down, dude. They were down 3-1, and then they came back 3-2.
Edmonton was down 3
And
to
they yeah, and then they tied it up in the third. Won it in overtime, dude.
in overtime.
Overtime, yeah.
Hey, they here's another win for Trump, dude. The freaking the DNC, the Democratic National Committee, were suing Trump over executive orders that threaten the independence of the Federal Election Committee, the FEC, and the court dismissed it.
Well,
So
yeah, I heard something about they
yeah,
did. Yeah,
Trump just keeps winning, dude. He just keeps winning, and it's only what 4 months now that he's been the president.
I don't know. Has it been 4 months?
It might have been. It might be 4 months now. Well, he stepped in January, February, March, April,
No, 5.
May. So it's been 5 months. He's in his 6th month now.
Because it's not until the end of June.
Oh, it's the end of January. That's right. So January 20th, I think he comes in. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So like just over 4 months, maybe starting 5 because of the 20. It was January 20th. I got a sneeze inside me that just will not come out. Oh, here's how, watch. You know what?
Carry the one.
Here's the hack. Here's how you get a sneeze out. Ready?
Oh, please. Come on.
Huh?
No. No, no, no. That ain't how you get sneeze out.
What
That
you
is not how you do it, dude.
do? Got it.
That's not how you do it.
That's how you do it, man. And
No, you do not. You snort pepper, dude.
you snort pepper.
I do snort pepper.
I just showed you how it works. Any vibration, and then if you have that itch that's in the center of your ear that you can't get out, oh man, you itch it just like that, dude. Oh, it itches all the way. You know when people are trying to get that itch where they're like,
That's why they make the little finger so it goes right in there. And Q-tip.
yeah, but when it's that deep itch, you can't get it, man. You got to use the vibrator
So what you do is you use an earpiece of your glasses.
or a bobby pin, but that doesn't really itch it.
Yeah, but a bobby pin, yeah, that works a little bit. Or you scratch the side right here or something.
Nah, dude, I'm telling you, man, get yourself. We use this all the time, and I have been using it for over 30, 40 years, scratching the inside. I use it to scratch my eyes when they're itchy. It's the way to do it, man.
I guess,
This tool, pleasure.
to each his own, I guess. I wouldn't use that thing.
This thing pleasures humans.
It looks like Wally the robot.
That's Wally the robot.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's
So,
all.
so Trump keeps
I'm
winning.
just saying.
Trump keeps winning.
So, Yeah.
So let's see. We got 5 minutes. Got 5 minutes left here on the clock. So they're saying that the AI machines now are contradicting scientists, where they said that they found these streaks and the streams on Mars, and it looks like it used to be water that ran, running water, flowing water, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And their AI machines that they put up are all like, no, it's caused by wind. And the scientists are like, no, it's not, Mr. AI, know everything. It is caused there was water. And the AI machine is going, you doubt my veracity? Clarence, you doubt my
I don't know.
veracity?
You know,
Clarice.
I don't I don't know. Who knows?
I'm saying it's time for us to start colonizing on other planets. That's what I'm trying to say here. It's time to
Yeah.
go. It's time to divide some of the people on this country, because there are people
Listen,
that just got so much hate in their heart. We need to put them on another planet.
ship them out.
Ship them out.
That's it. You're going to the train station, dude. You're
Yeah.
going to Mars. We're gonna send you to Mars.
We're gonna send you to Mars.
Well, listen. You could actually, if you did it right, okay, you could actually, because you're not going to be able to breathe up there. Okay, first of all, okay, on Mars. So you're going to need some breathing type of apparatus or a breathing mechanism machine that can uh, produce oxygen
You
and
know, they should be
you could
practicing all
make
that
it.
on the moon
Well, they should be, but they're not because they're stupid.
because
Okay,
they are
but
stupid.
anyway,
I agree.
so anyways, you're right. You could experiment on the moon
Yeah,
because we can go back and forth to the freaking moon, no
yeah,
problem.
I
But
agree.
but what you want to do is you take and you make a greenhouse on Mars. So you can grow your veggies. You can grow. You bring dirt with you. You bring soil because it's highly unlikely that Mars Earth or soil is going to be plantable.
I don't. I say you don't go to Mars. Hold on.
All right,
I
fine. We
go.
go to Saturn.
Hold
Okay,
on. I
we go
got
to
no. Hold on.
Jupiter.
I got the producers telling us we got to wrap it up. We got a minute left. So let them practice on the moon. Anything you can do on Mars, you can try it here on the moon. Like you said, we go back and forth regularly, and then when you got it perfected, take it to another planet.
Anything you can do on the moon, we can do on Mars.
No. All right, Ron. I want you to have a blessed day. It's time to wrap it up here.
Do the Benny Hill.
Do the Benny Hill.
The Benny Hill.
I want to thank everybody. Have a blessed day. Thank you for
Yes.
tuning in and watching the
Have
RELL.
a great day, everybody.
We're getting some really nice
Go Bills.
watchers on Rumble. We're
Go
starting stuff
Bandits.
on YouTube. They're not playing yet, so it's go hockey, and don't forget, Ron, the NBA playoffs start tonight, and it is the
I'm sure
Indiana.
I won't be watching.
It'll be the Indiana Pacers at the Oklahoma Thunder. All right, everybody. Ron, I love you. I just want to give you a
Love you,
peace,
brother.
brother.
Peace out.
I'll
Peace
talk.
out,
I'll
everybody.
talk
Have
to
a
you in the.
great day.
I'll talk to you in the green room in a second, my friend.
All right. See you in the purple room.
Peace out.
Peace out.